Does location matter to medical care? I mean, you think about these questions and there's the obvious, intuitive answer. And you think about further, and then there's the non-obvious, non-intuitive answer. And you think about further, and then you go back to intuitive answer. Well, let me ask you, so does it matter whether you get good medical care if you're in a small place or a big city? I think most people would say, well, yeah, a big city has better resources. Okay. But let's say you're in a big city in one place versus a big city in another place. Does it then matter? Does it matter what neighborhood you're in? Does it matter how new the building is? Does it matter how close it is to the freeway? So I can speak personally more for hospitals rather than clinics. But let me tell you that I think it does matter. So I was thinking about it today because I went, and there's a very pleasant hand surgeon I met. Very funny, right? We talked a lot. We just chatted basically about lots of non-medical stuff. I mean, he did find out I'm a doctor. And then I was thinking about it. This Kaiser in Irvine is a newer Kaiser. Sand Canyon. I have a bit of history there. Not me personally, but I mean, I've been there before. Took my grandpa there to the emergency room. Grandma passed away there. It's a newer Kaiser, so it looks nicer. And it still looks nice. And there's a lot of specialists there. But just from one experience, can I make a conclusion it's better there, just from this doctor I met today? I'm not going to say that, but I'll talk about other hospitals. I trained in a hospital that was newer. There were some staff that was quite good. A lot of staff were just normal. But I think the location did matter. The fact that it was a new building attracted more people because everybody likes a new house, shall we say. Nicer building, right? Puts you in a better mood. And then there's the fact of how close you are to freeway. This one is right off the freeway. Why is that important? Well, commute. I remember working in a hospital that had horrible staffing. And I thought, it's because of the location. See, the hospital before I was just right off the freeway, a few minutes off. This one is at least 10 minutes, if not more. And the thing is, the commute does matter. Some people just don't want to work at a place because of the commute. And if you're next to the freeway, well, people could potentially further and still commute. Not as big a deal, right? It's all these things that don't make sense, right? To why you get better medical care in a place that's near the freeway, newer building. It shouldn't matter, right? It's about the people that are there. But all these things attract a certain type of person. If you're in the middle of nowhere, you also attract a certain type of doctor. And it's like going back to this whole appearances shouldn't count. And yes, you may say they shouldn't count. We all know they do, right? Nicer facility, better doctor. I guess it just goes hand in hand.